Hi everyone, I'm Zachary and this is my schoolmate Cassandra.
We are part of the Holy Childhood Kids.
We help kids all over the world.
It's all part of life at school. Study, play, pray, have fun, learn.
About theater arts and video editing and growing stuff to eat.
And planning for our futures and for the future of the whole world.
That's where Holy Childhood comes in.
Through Holy Childhood, kids all across Canada are helping to make the world a better place.
So join us on an adventure around the world. We will explore the lives of children who in some ways are just like us, and in other ways they live lives that are really, really different.
Together, we are the Holy Childhood Kids. Together, we can make the world a better place. Today we are going on a journey to Malawi. It takes 2 days, including stopovers and changing planes. We fly over the Atlantic, parts of Europe, and Africa. South of the equator, we will find Malawi, a tiny country with large neighbors, Zambia, Tanzania, and Mozambique. As we travel from Lilongwe, the capital city, from city to town to village, from beautiful Lake Malawi to dry pathways and surprising hills, we notice that there is beauty everywhere.
There's also a lot of poverty. About 13.5 million people live in Malawi, and that includes about 2 million Catholics. And almost half the population are children under the age of 14. That's a lot of kids and a lot of work to be done to give them a decent chance in life.
These are kids with real challenges: the quality of their water, the shortage of food, the diseases they and their parents can get, the shortage of schools and books.
Already, the Canadian Holy Childhood Kids of Canada have made a difference for more than 2,000 kids in Malawi.
We did it! We renovated a school, added 6 classrooms to another school, and helped out by buying educational materials.
And if we take the time to learn more and really understand what is needed, we can do more. We can save lives and make lives a lot better.
Each day, moms and kids travel many kilometers to find clean water. Many people obtain their water from wells or boreholes. This safe water comes from perhaps 40 feet in the ground. Unfortunately, some people live too far from the borehole and take unsafe water from rivers and ponds. The staple food is sima, made from maize. Women do much of the hard work to prepare the land, harvest the maize, dry, winnow, and cook the sima. Kids help where they can.
Malawi is one of the poorest countries in the world because it is landlocked, has no natural resources, and most people are subsistence farmers. Part of the missionaries' work is to help people have a better life.
Jesus came to save the whole person, mind, body, spirit. And so if we do become involved in activities such as a grinding mill, medical services, clinics, schools, we do so because we are motivated by the gospel.
One of the projects we initiated down there for children was growing soybeans. The soybeans, we taught people how to roast them and give them to the children in the morning. Soybeans are great for the kids. They're more nutritional than meat.
Our main activity is a training place for artists and artisans of different kind. Whatever is craft and skill, where we see people have a little experience and we would like to help them to go further and to develop this sense of pride which is so often missing.
The health problems facing Malawi's children are really big. The average life expectancy is lower than 48 years. People die from malaria, tuberculosis, or HIV/AIDS. Nearly a quarter of Malawi's adults are HIV positive. That means that a lot of children become orphans.
A few years ago, the education system became free, but that doesn't mean it's easy for Malawi's kids. They still face a lot of problems, like no money for food and clothing.
Most of our children now, they go to school. Only that we have other problems that they don't have clothes to put on when going to school. But still, most of them are going to school these days.
The students know that if they fail their year, they're out of the school system for good. In fact, every year, only 10% of every class is selected and will be allowed to go forward to the next level. That's a lot of pressure.
With this, what we call universal education, which was introduced in by the government in 1994, we have got so many pupils now coming to school. In the classes, the minimum number of pupils is 120. Very difficult times.
After school, there is little time for play, as they have many chores to do. For example, some children work in the marketplace selling fabrics, utensils, and vegetables. Others dry and sell fish their fathers caught overnight on Lake Malawi. Girls take care of their younger brothers and sisters. When they do have time to play, their games and toys are simple. Without electricity, there are no computers, MP3 players, or video games.
If a young person from here went down to Africa, the first thing that would impress me is how much fun they have. They're never bored. There's either work or dancing, or they're preparing something, or they're carving. They're always doing something.
Malawi's kids love to celebrate their faith. Every Mass is a spectacle of song and dance. But Malawi's church is still very young, and there's a lot of work that needs to be done. In the old days, missionaries would come from well-off countries like Canada to help out. It is still a missionary church, but the missionaries are African.
And they know we are helping them. As stay-at-home missionaries, we kids can assist the African missionaries through our prayers and donations.
But this is a two-way street. The kids we help us too. They teach us about what is most important in life. Things like having fun even when you don't have a lot of stuff. Things like the way kids love and care for their parents and other siblings. The way they work hard to help their families survive.
It all begins with getting to know Malawi's kids a little better. So join us on this great learning adventure. Do a class project based on this video on Malawi. Write the Canadian Holy Childhood Association to get more background. Raise some money.
Holy Childhood will let you know how the money is spent. Above all, keep these kids in Malawi in your prayers. For sure, they will be praying for you. Together, all the Holy Childhood kids of the world are forming a huge circle of love. It's where you belong.